ต่อเนื่องด้วยความใส่ใจและมุ่งมั่น
Sa inyong lahat. And good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Moto IR National Championships Round 2 here at Tarlac Circuit Hill. There's gonna be Japan-inspired Round 2. Ayan. Today we continue the journey, the road to greatness, and this event is made possible by Moto Luzon of Infinite Serve International Corporation, together with our valued partners, FDR Tires, V Rubber, and Pirelli. We're also joined by our event partners, the FCC Honda Pilipinas Dream Cup and the Moto IR Youth Cup. This race, all of our 12 races today are sanctioned by FIM, NAMSA, and USRA. Today's races promise nothing less than world-class competition. And of course, our thanks to our advocacy partners from Moto IR Youth Cup, KYT Helmets, YSS Suspension, SSS It's Racing, V Rubber, FCC Philippines Corporation, JM Midasol, Black Flag Designs, PJ Bonza, and RCB Philippines. Thank you for being here, and let's enjoy the race. First race for today is going to be this Moto IR Youth Cup Race 2. On your screen right now, those are our riders for the Moto IR Youth Cup. Ayan. Ang ating mga Youth Cup riders po are ranging from 9 to 13 years old. And this is a fresh season. After 4 seasons that we have been training, we have had Moto IR Youth Cup riders. Ayan, this is going to be our fresh new season, which means all of the riders that we are seeing right now on grid are all beginner riders for the Youth Cup. Again, this is the first official race for today. Moto IR Youth Cup, this is race 2. Ayan, ang race 1 kasi natin happened yesterday. But anyway, this is the Moto IR Youth Cup race. We'll have 9 riders on your track. And what's very interesting is that yung mga produce po, yan, yung mga outputs ng ating Moto IR Youth Cup are actually in the names of Carlson Solis, Ronald Galzote, Michelle Ngo. Yung mga names na po na yan are actually riders who started at Moto IR Youth Cup. Yes. So right now, as early as 9 up until 13 years old, they can join this category. Previous years po, we have had as old as 16 years old. So 16 and below for the first 4 years for a Moto IR Youth Cup. But now, for our Moto IR Youth Cup riders, they are all ranging from 9 to 13 years old. Like I said, it's a really nice start for our young riders who dreams of also doing the motorsports. Now, on your grid, pole position, Jared Medina, rider number 6. P2, rider number 3, Ace Esguera. P3, rider number 4, Benneth Aguda. P4, rider number 2, Anderson Debnam. P5, rider number 5, Yuan Suba. P6, rider number 1, Coco Carriedo. P7, rider number 8, Lex Inigo Ambrosio. P8, rider number 7, Chelsea Carrion. And P9, rider number 9, IC Pascual. 9 riders on your track. And just to mention, of course, the ages of our riders, like I've mentioned, lahat po ng mga ranges po nila are from 9 to 13 years old. Jared Medina, our pole position, rider number 6, is 13 years old. Ace Esguera is 12 years old on P2. Benneth Aguda, 9 years old po. Siya ang nasa P3 natin. Debnam on P4 is 12 years old. Ayan, very young riders, no? Yuan Suba, 11 years old. That's on P5. On P6, Carriedo, 13. Ambrosio on P7 is 12 years old. Carrion on P8 is 12. Yan, 12 years old po. As young as 12 years old. And Pascual on P9 is 12 years young. So yan, lahat po ng ating mga riders on your screen right now are ranging from 9 to 13 years old. 9 years old, ang pinakambata po natin is rider number 6, Aguda, who's currently on P3 on the grid positioning. All right, as we transition to the warm-up lap, this is the first official race for today out of the 12 races that we will be witnessing here at Tarlac Circuit Hill at this 1.5-kilometer track. Again, we would like to thank our tire partner for this Motul Moto IR Youth Cup, that's V Rubber. And of course, with our advocacy partners for the Motul Moto IR Youth Cup, KYT Helmets, YSS Suspension, SSS, it's Racing, FCC Philippines Corporation, JM Mirasol, Black Flag Designs, PJ Bonza, and RCB Philippines. All right, first race for today. Again, this is the Motul Moto IR Youth Cup. They just finished, concluded their warm-up lap, some last fields on track, last fields on their bikes as well. Pole position, Jared Mendina on P2, Esguera, P3, Aguda, Debnam, Suba, Carriedo, Ambrosio, Carrion, and Pascual. All eyes on the red lights. Off that goes. Oh, something fills up on P2's bike. However, Mendina launches off a whole shot advantage to be the race leader just early on this race. That's rider number 6, Mendina. Aguda following closely. And again, this is just early on this race as we have 6 official laps. On the first race for today, this is round 2 of your Motul Moto IR National Championships Road to Greatness. So, for those who are wondering, bakit biglang curve agad doon? Because for our Youth Cup riders, this is going to be a shorter track. Still, this is the race leader, Mendina, followed by Aguda, Debnam on P3, Suba on P4, Ambrosio on P5, Carriedo following closely on P6. Chelsea Carrion, okay, on P7, and the rest of the pack. All right, like I said, all of our Youth Cup riders are ranging from 9 to 13 years old. But right before they jumped into this track, for sure, they have had trainings, all of those courtesy again of our Youth Cup program. With 4 laps to go, this is still being led by Mendina, closely being followed by Aguda and Debnam, quite very distant already. But actually, Aguda might be challenging later on Mendina for a few laps remaining. Now, we have had jumpstart riders, rider number 5. That's going to be plus 10 seconds to his official time, the entire race time. That's for rider number 5. Still, Mendina is a clear race leader for the first official race for today. This is the Motul Moto IR Youth Cup race. Our Youth Cup riders ranging from 9 to 13 years old. Mendina, 13 years old actually. Suba follow up, not Suba, but that's going to be Aguda actually following closely. Now let's take a look. And that was the replay of our race start for this official first race for the day. This is the Motul Moto IR Youth Cup, and that's the whole shot advantage for Jared Mendina. The one that you're seeing on your screen right now, that's rider number 6, 13 years young. Wow. And he is now starting to make a name here at the round 2 of Motul Moto IR National Championships here at Tarlac Circuit Hill. All right, Mendina is cruising very smoothly on that P1 lead, followed closely by Aguda. Very careful sila dyan sa mga cornerings natin now that they are on Sector 2. So perhaps their goal right now is really just to finish the race later on na, mostly yung mga competition. Kasi it's their first official competition. Well, actually, yesterday yon. Race number 1 nila yesterday. Today is their race number 2 with Mendina, still our race leader, our pack leader for the first official race with... Now he is crossing his last lap for the first official race today. This is the Motul Moto IR Youth Cup race number 2. Aguda medyo distant na siya, but already, securing that P2 comfortably together with Debnam on P3. And of course, the rest of the pack. Like I said, this is actually their second official race because they've begun their official race just yesterday. But after 4 seasons, all of the riders that you can see on your screen right now are fresh. Yes po, mga freshly trained Motul Moto IR Youth Cup riders po natin yung mga yan. And there you go, a clean and strong finish for Jared Mendina, rider number 6. Congratulations. And just a bit while, we'll be seeing our provisional race results. Tight screen and a close-up to our race winner. Again, that's Jared Mendina, bike rider number 6. We'd like to thank again our advocacy partners, of course, our tire partner for the Motul Moto IR Youth Cup. That's V Rubber, together with KYT Helmets, YSS Suspension, SSS It's Racing, V Rubber, FCC Philippines Corporation, JM Midasol, Black Flag Designs, PJ Bonza, and RCB Philippines. Muli po, ang mga na-produce na riders po natin for the Motul Moto IR Youth Cup are now international riders in the name of Carlson Solis, Ronald Galzote, Michelle Ngo. Currently, Carlson Solis finished P2 just most recently at Thailand during the Honda Thailand Talent Cup. Again, on your screen right now, getting that checkered flag and our race winner. That's rider number 6 who started on P1, our pole position. That's Jared Mendina, 13 years young. Wow, congratulations. Congratulations once again, Jared Mendina. You know what? All of these names that I have mentioned for the Motul Moto IR Youth Cup, especially perhaps Jared Mendina, is the name that you might be looking out for because perhaps in the future, he might be someone who will get to represent the Philippines on an international race as well. Congratulations once again. That's your provisional race winner, rider number 6, Jared Mendina. And that was just the first official race for today with our provisional results. Again, Jared Mendina with his best lap at 49 seconds, 0.75 to followed by Benneth Aguda finishing second. On third, finishing third rather, is Anderson Leslie Debnam. Still Jared Medina taking that best lap at 49 seconds, 0.752. Finishing fourth is Guerra. On fifth, Ambrosio. Finishing sixth, Suba. Finishing seventh, Carriedo. Carrion on P8. And finishing ninth is Pascual. Of course, still, just a recap, we had a jump starter, rider number 5. That's Yuan Suba. So what you see on your screen right now already has that 10 seconds penalty.